So over the weekend, I heard about this study on the radio that I found super interesting, so I did some more research and I found the actual study, and it has to do with money and whether or not it can buy you happiness. Okay, we've heard in the past, money can't buy you happiness, yada, yada, yada. Show me the scientific data that proves it.
Right.
All right? 2 studies have been done that prove that money can't buy you happiness. One of them is a study that was done in Belgium. The other one is a study that's been done in British Columbia. So let's start with the Belgium study. What researchers did is they passed out questionnaires to 351 people, all right? And the questionnaires asked them about their income, their happiness, and their desire for wealth, okay? Now, before they answered the questionnaires, half of them were shown a picture of money. The other half were shown a picture of money, but it was blurred to the point where they couldn't recognize what it was. Now, the group that saw the picture of money answered the questionnaire basically indicating that they were unhappy, okay? Mm-hmm. But the individuals who saw the blurred picture were much happier in their answers, okay? So, of course, there could be flaws in this study, obviously, right? But then there was another study done in British Columbia that I found even more telling. So what they did in this study is they had one group that was given a questionnaire that asked them about their demographics. The other group also had the same questionnaire. And both groups were given a piece of chocolate. Now, before they could eat the chocolate, they were shown a stack of money. Okay? One group was shown a stack of money. The other group was not. The group that was shown this stack of money did not savor the chocolate the same way as the group that was not shown the stack of money.
Right.
So they were unable to enjoy the simple little pleasures in life.
Right. And this holds in both different studies, including in the first study, if you were richer, you actually showed less satisfaction in things than if you were poor. Not just viewing the money picture, but if you came in and you answered, that you make more money, you were less likely to savor things, mm-hmm. right? Now, 2 studies doesn't mean it's 100% true, but it's very convincing mm-hmm. and solidly done studies, right? Look, this tells me a lot of things, and there's some things you could definitely know and some things we'll do a little speculation on. Mm-hmm. All right, number one, what they're saying is if you have more money, you forget to enjoy the little things.
Yes.
Okay, like the chocolate. That seems like a fair conclusion. But I think now I'll do a little speculation on top. I think another thing that it tells you is when you're reminded of money, maybe it reminds you of what things cost. So maybe you enjoy things less because you're worrying about the cost. And the cost of, hey, look, if I eat this piece of chocolate, well, then I won't be able to have a pizza, or I won't be able to have this, or I won't be able to have that. And maybe that's what's causing people not to enjoy what they're having as much.
Also, another thing that I realized in this study is not all of the participants were wealthy, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe when they saw that image of money, they were reminded of money, and that kind of stressed them out and made them realize what their financial status is. And since they were distracted by that, they couldn't savor the chocolate, or they couldn't enjoy the chocolate.
That's a great point, too. But remember, in the earlier study, if they were richer, they actually savored things less.
Right.
Okay, so...
And the earlier study is the one that had to do with the questionnaires, not the chocolate.
Right. So now, look, my overall conclusion from this is it's not just about this study. It's the issue of savoring. Okay, another public service announcement by TYT. It is the most important thing in life. Okay, I mean, can you get a grander statement than that?
No,
okay.
But I actually agree with that.
Okay, because I've seen other studies, and backed up by my own experience, but when I saw the studies, I was like, exactly, thank you. The number one indicator of happiness is how much you appreciate things. Okay, because everybody has ups and downs in their lives. Mm-hmm. Everybody has bad breaks, everybody has good breaks, and of course, not everybody's equal. I mean, Bill Gates has...
billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars, and his son's going to get more breaks than your son is, et cetera. So we get all that, right? But it's the thing that determines whether you're happy or not is not that. It's how much do you appreciate what you have, right?
Yes.
And so when you see that, you've got to make an effort. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not because you want to be Pollyannish or you want to, it's a pain in the ass. No. You make the effort because it's actually the one thing that you know is going to make you appreciate life more and make you happier. So do yourself a favor and savor things.
Yes, I agree. And look, I'll give you a little example, right? Over the weekend, I was reminded of the fact that, okay, I'm not wealthy, but I'm tremendously lucky in so many other ways. I'm sitting there, it's Father's Day, we're having a delightful, delicious little meal, and, you know, my mom brings out Australian lamb chops. And that's a big deal for us because Australian lamb chops are expensive. So, you know, I'm eating it and I'm enjoying it. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not that wealthy because if I was, I wouldn't enjoy these lamb chops as much as I do right now.